Now, folks, one of the most galling aspects of the Obamacare catastrophe is that real Americans are losing their insurance and their doctors even after President Obama's false promise that they were told they could keep it. All right? Here now to share his difficult story, Jim Hoft. He's the founder and blogger for thegatewaypundit.com. He just found out that he is losing the health insurance and possibly the doctors that have saved his life this year. First of all, Jim, thank you for coming on. I'm reading your story, and this is a brutally tough story. Just tell us, you thought you had a cold, and it turns out to be heart problems and stroke problems, and you're going to lose your insurance. Can you just fill us in briefly on a difficult, heartbreaking story?
Thanks, Larry. Yes, this was back in August of this year, just 3 months ago. I thought I had a cold. After 3 days, I was taking cold medicine. I lost vision in my left eye and went blind in my eye, so I checked in the hospital here in St. Louis, Missouri. They ran some tests, found out that I had actually bacteria that had poisoned my blood system. The bacteria had ate a hole through my heart the size of a dime. It had caused 5 different strokes on both sides of the brain. It caused me to lose my eyesight in my left eye. I had my left knee had to be taken out, a prosthetic knee. And I had an open heart surgery that they thought it would be 4 hours. It ended up being 12 hours. I had exceptional doctors here at St. Louis University Hospital who actually saved my life during the surgery. And this was 3 months ago, so I'm very pleased with how I'm doing today. Obviously, it's been traumatic, as you can imagine. But the last thing I wanted to think about was switching insurance at this time. And that's what I found out I'm going to have to go through.
So you got to cancel in the middle of this awful stuff. I mean, by the way, God bless. You're here. You're alive. You're speaking beautifully. Actually, you look pretty good. So God bless on that. But in the middle of this story, you get a cancellation notice. Now, what can you do? Can you negotiate? I mean, they are renewing some of these things, Jim. Can you keep your doctors? Can you keep the hospital? What's happening? Fill us in.
Well, Larry, I'm still not sure how this is going to end up, so I'll have to fill you in further in the coming days. But what I know right now is that the individual market, and Ezekiel Manuel told us this, that it would be all these companies were going to get out of the market, and it was going to be taken over by the government. That's what I'm finding out. And the company I had that actually paid over 7 figures for the surgeries I had here in St. Louis, and I have a major surgery coming up at the end of the month. They're pulling out of this market. So now I have to find a different company, and it looks like I only have 2 options here in St. Louis. One of the options does not carry the Barnes system, the Barnes hospitals, which is an exceptional program. I'm not yet sure about St. Louis University hospitals. You know, I pray to God that I can still see these doctors because they saved my life, as I said.
But will they, I mean, is part of your hope here that you can discover a new plan that will essentially pay for all the new operations going forward? I mean, cover the catastrophic costs? I mean, is that still apt? Is that still an option?
Well, you know, what I have left is I have to get a knee replacement. I'm still in a wheelchair. And so obviously that isn't as big a surgery as some of the other ones I've had. But that will be carried under the current insurance I have. But then soon afterwards, I have to start looking for a new plan, which I need to start looking for now rather than focusing on my recovery. I have to start looking for a new plan.
Do the Obamacare options, I don't know if you know this because a lot of people can't get this information, but do the Obamacare options, so far as you know, cover the problems you're talking about, not only the cost of the operations, but also the doctors that have been working on you? Is there an Obamacare exchange option that will fit your need?
Well, I did glance at some of these options from the Obamacare network. It looks like I'll be paying higher premiums. It looks like I'll be paying a higher deductible for the same coverage. I'm not yet sure about keeping the doctors. You know, I pray that I can. But today, PolitiFact said that Obama's "you can keep your health care" was the lie of the year, and I'd just like to say bravo. They were right on.
All right, Jim Hoft, I'll just say God bless you. God bless you, Larry. I think you're a miracle, and I hope somehow you can work this out. Anyway, you take care.